Mike Sullivan, welcome to my YouTube channel. Me and my M&M man give you a big thumbs up. You know, as a former IRS agent, my job is through these YouTubes, is to really give you what you need to know and get rid of all the crap that's out there, because there's a lot of garbage on YouTubes and self-promotion. So I'm going to go over and I'll review everything. I'll sum everything up for you and make this really easy to understand. My YouTubes aren't long. I get to the bottom of I get to the bottom line and go forward. So today I want to talk to you about the IRS tax debt forgiveness program. Um, I've worked in this system since 1973. I know I have a little gray hair, so what I tell you today is spot on. It's the gospel truth about IRS tax debt forgiveness. um, IRS doesn't like to forgive debt, but they have to. IRS wants to collect as much as they can, but sometimes they can't. So many years ago, IRS came up with this offer and compromise program. It's been developed over the years. When I worked there, the offer and compromise was just whatever the revenue officer thought the debt should settle at, for whatever they thought was fair. So if a person lived on one side of the tracks, they were allowed this much rent. If the person lived on the other side of the tracks, they'd allow a big mortgage payment because the revenue officer thought it was fair, just based on the current situation. All that's changed, and what's happened now is very simple, that the IRS has a very definitive program for this tax debt forgiveness, and it's called the Offer and Compromise Program. I've been in this program since 1973, accepting offers, rejecting offers. So IRS has really done a good job to try to educate people onto how to get your offer, accepted. Um, it's an art. There's a format to it, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. So IRS has other programs. Really, you can get your case put in non-collectible if you don't have the money to pay the tax. It's called hardship or currently non-collectible payment plans. Your statute of limitation can expire after 10 years. Or you can file a bankruptcy. But the big program is called the Offer and Compromise Program. That's it. That's the baby. That's where all the advertising goes. Settle your debt for pennies on a dollar. IRS writes off billions of dollars a year, billions of dollars a year. And this program to suck you in, to make you think that if you have a debt, your case is going to be settled by IRS. Well, nationwide, I think last year IRS accepted 19,000 offers and compromise throughout the United States. It's a very specific program, and here's how the program works. First of all your tax returns need to be filed. Okay, you need to be current in the year that you are in. So if we're in, say, 2021, 22, you have all your withholding and estimate tax payments have to be current. Then IRS is going to look at what they call a current financial statement on a form 433 OIC. Okay, first thing the IRS agent's going to do is they're going to pick up your case. They're going to make sure you're current, all the returns are filed, the forms filled out correct, and then they're going to look at this form, the 433 OIC. Let me tell you how the tax debt forgiveness program works. Okay, IRS wants to make sure that they're getting the most amount of money that you can get. The most amount of money you can get. Okay, so they can get. So they want all the equity in all your assets. So if you were to add up your car, your bank account, your home equity, your pension, and that came up to a value of $50,000, okay, IRS wants to get that 50,000. They're not going to settle for any less. They're not going to settle for anything less than the value of your total assets. They discount houses, residences 20%. They discount, but other than that, they want it all. So if you have 80,000 in the bank of assets and you owe 50,000, IRS isn't going to settle. That's not tax debt forgiveness. Tax debt forgiveness means you're going to have to borrow money to pay your way out of IRS. So IRS looks at two things. IRS looks at your assets, boom, and then IRS looks at your income and says, Are you living within your expenses according to the Department of Labor Statistics? Oh, what's the Department of Labor Statistics? IRS came up and said, Department of Labor, tell us what everyone in every county, every city, every county, and what people should live on. So there's a standard now that you have to live on for tax debt forgiveness. You can go to irs.gov or ask for the IRS national standards. The IRS national standards apply for food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and operation of your car. So if you have a operation of your car, so if you live in a particular, I live in Fort Lauderdale in Broward County, I have to go to IRS national standard for Broward County, Florida, and they say, Michael, you can only live on $1,800. What happens if I live on $2,900? IRS says that's no good. You're making too much money, and that can knock you out of the tax debt forgiveness program. IRS has a pre-qualifier tool for your offer and compromise. When you think of a national debt forgiveness program, you got to think of offer and compromise. Those two words are kind of synonymous. So the best thing that you can do is try to fill out the pre-qualifier tool. If you think you're a valid candidate and it's a small debt, be a do-it-yourselfer. But if it's a large debt, you are wasting your time. The odds of a non-professional getting this offer through, I'd say maybe, remember I worked offers and compromise, I'd maybe 1% may get their offer through because they were small cases. But understand the program. Don't go give your money to someone at all until you know the program or they can explain it to you. Don't give your money to anybody until you show them your financial statement and they say you qualify for the program because of this. I do not even work an offer unless I see your financial statement. And then I'll either bless it or say you're going to have to do this another time. So remember, the IRS tax debt forgiveness program is available. They accept about 19,000 a year. There's about, I don't know, 70, 80,000 filed every year, and the average settlement is 16,000, which has nothing to do with how much they're going to settle. It's all based on the formula. The formula is what do you have left over at the end of the month times the life of the statute plus your asset base. They put those two numbers together and there's your formula. So that program is called the offer. Don't get ripped off. If you have questions for me, send me a comment. You can send me an email. I'll let you know kind of whether you qualify or not. I don't waste people's time. I don't waste people's money. Having accepted and denied these offers, I know exactly what the government is going to do. I've accepted my share of offers. I listen. I try to give you what I have. Please, if you would leave me a subscription, that helps me. Sometimes YouTube values me because you subscribe to me, so that's important to me. Please, I love comments. If you want me to make a YouTube on something, let me know. Thank you for listening. Me and my M&M man guy, thanks you today.